Hello my sweet friends, and welcome to DIY with Nadia, where we absolutely love making wreaths. I have my sweet Louie with me this morning. Say hello to everyone. That's right. And in today's video, we are doing a pancake wreath using this stunning Deco Mesh. A lot of you have been asking what I would do using the Deco Mesh that has the ribbon on the sides. And I say do something where it's either a long strand or some kind of a continuous method. In this case, the pancake method, we are going to cut these into long strips, so that's going to be good. Another good way to use this is maybe in a ruffle method, something like that. So let's get started on our beautiful patriotic pancake wreath. Let's go over the supplies for this wreath. Starting off with the Deco Mesh that I showed in the beginning. It is 10 inches in width by 10 yards in length. When it comes to the ribbon, this is the one I chose, and it is very important for the pancake method to be using two different widths of ribbon. This one is 2.5 inches wired, 1.5 inches and wired, and that is because the narrow ribbon is going to overlap on top of the wide ribbon. For a bit of decor, I am going to be using these foam scatter, or sometimes called vase filler little stars. They're foam, lightweight, and we're going to decorate around the top row because our sign is quite small. Speaking of the sign, this is an 8-inch metal sign. I already have holes at the top and the bottom, so we're going to use a little bit of floral wire and attach the sign to the center. Of course, we're going to need some pipe cleaners. For my wreath base, I'm using a 14-inch metal wreath form from the Dollar Tree. To cover the back of the wreath, I'm going to be using this red placemat. If you cannot get a hold of one and would really like one, I'm going to give you a link in the description box below where you can find one on Amazon, and I also have it in my Amazon shop. I will also be using one of my current favorite rotary cutters and some scissors. Now let's attach our pipe cleaners. We're only going to need 12 pipe cleaners for this pancake wreath. The first set of pipe cleaners are going to go on row 1 and 2 right in the center. And then we're going to do 2 twists and fold it towards the inside of our wreath base. I'm going to go around and do this, and then we're going to do the outside row. My inside row is done. Now I'm going to go on all of these intersections, and I'm going to put the pipe cleaner on rows 2 and 3 underneath, and then we're going to tie at row 3. So we're basically going to bring our pipe cleaner together, push it towards the side, and tie on row 3. And then this one is going to face out just underneath rows 2 and 3, kitty corner from one side to the other, pull the pipe cleaner to the side, and tie on row 3. The wreath base is done. I have 6 pipe cleaners on the inside, 6 on the outside. Now it's time to cut everything up and bring this beautiful wreath together. The first thing we're going to do is cut our Deco Mesh, and we're going to cut it into 30-inch strips. So what I usually do, I have a mat that's 24 inches. I'm going to move that to the side so you can kind of see it. And what I do is I grab a ruler, go to 5.5 inches because we do have this little edge on the side that's 1/2 inch. And at 5.5, that makes it 6 plus 24 is 30 inches. Let's cut our Deco Mesh. I'm going to be cutting at 30 inches, and I'm going to need 12 of these. Just naturally roll them and put them to the side. Now it's time to cut the ribbon. I'm going to start with the 1.5 inch ribbon, and I'm going to be cutting it into 12-inch strips, and I'm going to need 12 of these. As per usual, I am going to zigzag. I love this method because when I'm cutting the ends, I'm making dovetails at the same time, and I feel like it's a big time saver. When you get your 12 pieces, just cut the ends. And then what we're going to do is both sides, we're going to fold in half, cut off a little triangle, making sure we cut the end that bends. And then you have dovetails ready to go. Now let's do this gorgeous 2.5-inch ribbon. It's absolutely stunning with the sparkling little stars. And we're also going to fold this one into 12-inch strips, and we're going to need 12. Just like what I did with the 1.5-inch, we're going to do this on both sides, where we're going to bend the little ribbon and cut out a triangle. Now that everything is cut up, it's time to start attaching. And unlike all other wreaths where I start from the center and work my way out, pancake wreath is complete opposite. We are going to complete the outside row, and then we're going to layer the first row on top. And then that's where you're going to see little areas that are kind of see-through being filled in. Okay. Sorry, Simba had to make sure that everything was, working properly. We're going to get started by basically making a ruffle with our Deco Mesh pieces. I like to lay them out on my measuring mat and just start collecting in the center. Now I'm just going to attach my ruffle straight onto my wreath base. Give it one twist. And then the most important thing is we're going to take care of the ends. I like to overlap them, and you can definitely curl these in to prevent the fraying. And I like to do this on this side. Overlap them, form a beautiful little flower. There you go. That's one. The next thing we're going to do is grab our ribbon. I'm going to overlay it. You can either find the center by folding it in half, or you can just lay it on your measuring mat. You have your 12 inches right here, and gather straight in the center. When I gather, I'm doing this motion like this, where I'm making almost a V. So I'm just holding my thumbs here and working my fingers to bring the ribbon down. Once I have my little V, I'm going to attach it. And since I know I'm not going to be using the pipe cleaner anymore, I'm going to twist it up. Cut about 1 inch from the connection, fold that back so it's out of the way. This part is going to get covered when we're going to work on our inner row. Let's make another one. I'll find my center, and off I go, collecting the ruffle. Connect it to my next one. Goodness, the inspections today are non-stop. Grab my ribbon, my thumbs right here, and I'm just bringing this portion down. Do you see what I mean? And it's a natural V. Tighten that up, cut the excess, and hide the little tail. I think it's turning out so pretty. And now I'm going to repeat this, going all around the outside row of the wreath. The outside row is all done. The next thing you want to do is grab those pipe cleaners from the inside row and wiggle them out, because this is where we're putting our next set of Deco Mesh and our ribbon. Now that we have our pipe cleaners, it's time to work on that inner row. So I'm going to do the same thing, grab my piece of Deco Mesh and start collecting little ruffles. I do want to mention, when people make this method, sometimes I get contacted that it is too sparse. And this is when this second row comes in. You will see that it will cover those areas in between, and it'll be just fine. Just keep on going. One roll of Deco Mesh is just fine for that. First things first, I'm going to make sure I have my little flower. I'm going to overlap this side. Our flower is all done. Now that I'm happy the way my Deco Mesh is laid out, I'm going to grab the ribbon, and we're going to do the exact same thing we did on that first outside row. I'm going to collect the ribbon the same way and attach. We're not going to be adding anything on top here in the center except for the little stars. So I am just twisting that pipe cleaner, cutting off the excess tail, folding it in half and hiding it behind our ribbon bundle. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish up this inner row with the Deco Mesh and the ribbon, and then we're going to continue with the sign and decor. Can you believe that this is only one roll of Deco Mesh and some ribbon? Love pancake wreaths. Now I'm going to grab the sign, put some wire on it, and we're going to attach. This wire is 26 gauge, so I'm going to cut about 20-inch strips, and then I'm going to fold those in half. Really, Simba? Another inspection? Okay, so we're just going to fold the wire in half, put it through the little hole, and we're going to twist it in the back. Okay, not a toy, little one. Straight in the center. Let's flip the wreath. The easiest ways to do this is to attach it on the intersection. So one on top, one at the bottom. Quick check to make sure that it's centered, and it does look good to me. So we're going to flip it back, secure those wires. This is the top of my wreath. So I have a little bit of a jute cord that I'm going to attach, make a little hanging loop. Just cutting the excess jute cord off. And then I like to pull the loop through the front just like this, and it's at a perfect height also. Now I'm going to grab my little mat, my zip ties, arrange them approximately how I want them in 3 spots, attaching my placemat, put the zip ties through, cut the excess, and flip the nub to the back. If you sell wreaths, I always say that it's a great idea to attach a business card in the back or whatever you use to identify your wreath making business. It's just nice, or maybe something that says handmade. Something like that would be really nice to attach in the back. I have my hanging loop. I have access to my wreath at any time. The last step here is to spruce up the wreath just a little bit by using some of these stars. So what I decided to do is grab the red ones and the white ones and just go every other. Here's the thing, if you look at the white ones, do you see all that blue and white glitter because of the other stars that were in there? If you would like to keep it, that's fine. What I like to do is grab a paintbrush and just brush it off like this. Look at the difference in like 0.3 seconds. It's super easy, super nice. I'm not saying you need to get all of them out, but just so the white kind of pops out. I'm simply just going to give a little dollop of hot glue and start hot gluing these little stars in place right in the center of my ribbon. Basically, we're covering the pipe cleaner and we're giving this wreath just a little bit of oomph. The stars are all in place, and I could not be happier with how this beautiful wreath came out. I absolutely love making pancake wreaths. I think it's a lot of bang for your buck using only one roll of the 10-inch Deco Mesh. It's also flat to go between storm doors. I mean, so many benefits to this type of wreaths. In the comments below, don't forget to say hello to me. And if you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing for more wreath tutorials. With that being said, Louie and I are going to say thank you so much for being with us, and we will see you in our next video. Bye-bye, my friends. Mwah! Say bye. Mwah! You're such a good dog. Give me 5. Yay! Bye, guys.